Real shooting here. We made it out of the pond. This is the tougher one to fish, but it's the closest to the parking lot. We're probably gonna try to fish this for a little bit. It is sprinkling, so we're gonna have to be ready to go in case the storm comes. And these mosquitoes are bad. Let's see if we can get a bite real quick. Decided we'll try out the small chatterbait. Maybe if we rip this above the grass, we can get a bass to bite somewhere down the middle. See, there was something over there. They went for a bug on the edge of the grass. Did we get something? Oh, we did. Right on the drop. That's a very small bass. I just felt it pulling. Finally, we caught one. Oh, it came off. I don't know if we should count that or not. Oh, man. Can't believe they bit her on the drop. I was so not expecting it. I was just letting it sink down. Should have landed it. It was literally right here. Here we go. Wow, that might have been the same one. If he was hanging around the same spot here, he just went for it. I feel like he barely got hooked. Oh no, he got the hook. Don't shake on me. Don't shake on me. I knew he was gonna shake on me. We do not want to get hooked. There we go. Small bass on the chatterbait. So we knocked out this lure finally. Not a bad chatterbait, so it does work. I mean, the bass hung around here after I pulled it, and then he bit for it again. There you go. Alright, we switched out to the Reactions Innovation Little Beaver lure. Same hook, small weight, just to get it down faster. I'm gonna let it sink. Hopefully we can get bit now. That small lure. Backlash, come on. Oh man, we got him. Barely felt the bite on that one. That's a little one. Try to eat that whole lure. Look at that. It's a small bass. Oh man. Very small bass. Guys, thanks for watching this. This is probably going to be like a 2-part video, so I'll have to come out and continue the challenge, but it still wasn't a bad day of fishing, just a short one because of the rain. As you can see, the weather's not that great. It's pretty cloudy, and you could definitely hear the wind, and it sounded like the rain was coming, so I'm sure here in a couple of minutes we're gonna be driving through a storm. But at least we did catch 2 fish. We caught one pretty quickly on that small chatterbait, which I didn't think would get bit. And then we ended up catching one on that Reaction Innovations beaver. I'll have to show those lures. Probably in the second part of the video I'll show those lures. Hello YouTube, Real Shooting here. And as you can see in that last video clip, it was a very rainy day. I did end up going fishing again to try the challenge again and continue catching more bass on these lures. But it was a very tough day. The next day I went out, I only had 1 bite, but we weren't able to land the fish. That was on this Zoom. This is the Baby Brush Hog and Kentucky Flash. So we did get a bite, but we didn't land the fish, so we cannot count that. But I decided for this video, or at least the second half of that third part of the video of this series, I'm going to show all the lures that caught fish for me. So one of the first ones was these little Gulp Berkley 1-inch minnows. And as you can see, I have it in a small Ziploc baggie. I highly recommend you put it in a baggie. You never know if this stuff is going to leak. It has a very strong scent. I also put the Berkley 2-inch crawlers in there. They came in a little package. That package started leaking, so I put them in this container as well. That was one of the first lures that got bit fairly quickly in the challenge. I was able to catch, I believe it was a couple of bluegill. I believe it was a bluegill, a bass, and a catfish on those lures. And then that was all on the drop shot rig. Also on the drop shot rig, I caught one on the KVD Perfect Plastics. Very, very finesse technique to use. Very good lures. This is in Watermelon Red Flake. Very good color on the drop shot rig. Overall, very good color. Now this was a lure I never used before. I have used some of these, so I like that I got these in Watermelon Red color. The Dream Shot by KVD. But these I've never used. This is the Cream Original Worm. You can see it's the 4-inch Scoundrel. There you can see it's called Live Color. Let me get that to focus. Live Color. Oh, it does not want to focus. Live Color. Also rigged these on the drop shot, that 4-inch worm. It took me a while to get a bite. I want to say like 30-40 minutes. They just weren't biting the drop shot rig that day as quickly. They bit these fairly quickly, that 1-inch minnow, because it's such a finesse presentation. Also, I think the water was fairly stained, but they were still able to see this. And this tail really does glow in that dirty water, so it is very noticeable. Very good on the drop shot rig also. Caught a fish on that. That was a bass. I did throw around the flukes for a while. This is the Salty Super Fluke in bubblegum. They did not get a bite at all. Now I am going to keep using these because I know flukes, they really do get bit, especially in the springtime. You want to fish these around the grass and along the bank edge. So although we didn't get a bite, I'm definitely going to keep using these. So that didn't get a bite. Everything they got a bite, I'm going to put on the right side. Now, it was also my first time using these. This is the Sweet Beaver by Reaction Innovation. Very nice color here, California 420. Let me take one out real quick. This actually got bit fairly quickly. And I wasn't sure if it was going to get bit or not, but I've seen it has lots of good reviews on YouTube. You can see it's like a black on the bottom, but a watermelon on top. Very good for the ponds I fish, very dirty water. And I was just fishing this Texas rig with a small 1/8 ounce lead weight, just dragging the bottom of the pond along some grass, and it got bit. So I definitely like that lure. A new technique for me to try is also punching and flipping with these. I haven't tried that yet. I'm going to put that with a big weight and then just put the bobber stop and peg it. Another lure I tried to fish with was these Lake Fork Live Magic Shad. I believe this is a watermelon pearl. Very nice looking swim bait. I know they're going to catch fish. All these little rib sections right here give that tail action, like it really swims real nice in the pond. So I'm still going to keep using these, but they did not work for me. I'm going to put that on the left side. Now this lure right here, definitely got a lot of confidence in it now. This is the Sakushi Bug by 10,000 Fish. I was fishing this on a small Ned rig. It was my first time trying the Ned rig also. This definitely got bit real fast, even sometimes on the drop. And this is color Twilight. Highly recommend these. Ned rig right here, the Sakushi Bug by 10,000 Fish. There you can see the color Twilight. and they last pretty good. Although you only get, how many is this? A 6-pack. For the price you pay, these lures, as you can see right here, Stretch X plastic, they can catch you many fish before they tear up. Very tough, durable, very stretchy. I can take one out real quick. I don't want to drag this video out too long though. Let me see real quick. There you can see, it's darker on the bottom, white on one side. This did good for me in a stained pond. You can see how much that stretches, and it's not gonna break. Very durable plastic here. But that's why they also recommend that you leave that in its package. Because of the chemicals in it, they give it all that stretch. So that caught a couple of fish for me. I actually took this out and made another video with them. Very good lure right there on the Ned rig. Another one that worked for me on the Ned rig was this Tackle HD High Def Craw. Very nice lure. I actually got a bass to bite this on the first cast. It bit on the drop. And then this also caught me one of the biggest fish that day. So here you can see, this is the Table Rock Craw color. Hopefully that'll show. Table Rock Craw. Definitely recommend these. Same as the Sakushi Bug. These will last you many fish. I'm still using this same craw right here on the, I believe it's this one on the very right. You can just continue to hook it in there and it'll last you a long time. Very durable plastic on these. Caught me many fish. I actually took those out and made another video as well. And then from the hard baits, I did not catch a fish on this spinner bait, but it was getting bit the day it was raining. Still a very good spinner bait. I'm going to continue to use it and throw it. Very nice colors. I know these colors can definitely be seen in that darker water. I'm going to put that on the left side. Now this little chatterbait came with two different tails. This is a mini chatterbait. Did get a bite. Actually, I believe it might have been on the fall. And then I lost that fish close to the bank. And as I reeled it in again, that bass bit it again. So we did catch one on the small chatterbait. Same with these little jig heads right here. Little jig lures with a little grub. We were able to catch a big bluegill on this. Very nice lure. Knocked that out fairly quickly. I'm not going to bring out all the lures, but I'll just show you right here. We fished this little lure a little bit, the Live Target bait ball. We didn't get any bites. I threw around the Terminator jig also, didn't get a bite, but I know that will work. That blue and chartreuse, probably going to pair it up with a trailer. The hula poppers, I was not having any luck with. I tried like 3 different colors in one day. It just wasn't a topwater day. And then this jig as well, did not get bit on it. This I already said I caught one on it. This also came with the chatterbait, so you could switch out your tail if you want the curly tail or the straight tail. And then this one, I got high hopes for this lure. This is the Megabass Dark Sleeper. Very nice lure, and actually got bit on the fall. But I was unable to land that bass, and it was a big one. It looked like a 3 or 4 pounder. I believe that was on my part 2 video. I cast it like right next to a tunnel. And on the drop, this lure has a lot of action from that tail. So I really do believe this is going to catch him. Very nice lure by Megabass. That's the Dark Sleeper. Can't wait to keep throwing that one around. So as you can see, I didn't catch them on. And there was a total of 17 lures. So I will count the ones I didn't catch them on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I count this as 1, the hula poppers. 8. So I did not catch them on 8 of them, but I did catch them on 9. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because there's 2 items in there. Actually 10 items. I don't have it here. It might be in one of my other boxes. There was a small black and red rooster tail that also got bit fairly quickly. That was one of our bigger bass, I believe on day 1. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe for more challenge videos. There will be more in the future. And thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.